This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. It's Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From Axios, UK issues first ever red warning for extreme heat wave. On Friday, the UK government issued its first ever red-level extreme heat warning, which is in effect through today for parts of England, while an amber-level warning is in effect for parts of England, Wales, and Scotland. These warnings, which are meant to help people plan and prepare for extreme heat not typically seen in the region, including temperatures of up to 40 degrees Celsius, which is about 104 degrees Fahrenheit, were announced as a heat wave that's caused hundreds of deaths in Spain and wildfires around France shifts upward toward the UK, where record-setting temperatures are possible and people are being encouraged to stay inside and hydrated. From the New York Times, U.S. accuses Russia of hundreds of thousands of deportations. The U.S. Secretary of State has said that somewhere between 900,000 and 1.6 million Ukrainian citizens, including 260,000 children, have been interrogated, detained, and forcibly deported to Russian territory, often to the remote and sparsely populated far eastern portion of the country. Russia has acknowledged the deportation of about 1.5 million Ukrainians from Ukrainian soil into Russia, but says they were evacuated for their own safety. The Ukrainian government has called these supposed evacuations war crimes, and deportees who have escaped Russia after being sent there have described brutal interrogations, beatings, torture, and disappearances at the hands of Russian captors. And from Reuters, North Macedonia votes to end dispute with Bulgaria and clears way for EU talks. Over the weekend, North Macedonian lawmakers approved a deal brokered by the French to settle a dispute between the North Macedonian and Bulgarian governments, which should clear the way for North Macedonia to begin accession talks with the European Union, which should then allow the Albanian government to do the same. North Macedonia and Bulgaria have a pretty tumultuous history, but in essence, Bulgaria, which is a member of the EU, has vetoed North Macedonia's desire for membership for years because of long-simmering cultural conflicts, partly related to Bulgaria's claim that there's no such thing as a Macedonian ethnic group or language, and that both are simply unrecognized subgroups of Bulgarians and Bulgarian, which is perhaps understandably not something North Macedonians believe or like to hear. Albania's EU acceptance has been tied to North Macedonia's, as both of them are West Balkan states, and this agreement, if it successfully makes it past local government hurdles, should allow both to finally start moving through the process required to join the EU. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.